Week, some car manufacturers have announced they're scaling back production of electric vehicles, and then they're laying off workers on top of that with demand less than expected. In the state, EV manufacturers and suppliers have promised to create thousands of jobs and even invest billions of dollars in new plants across the state in coming years.
So, should South Carolina be concerned about this drop in EV demand? State House reporter Mary Green took that question to experts and state leaders about this drop.
The automobile industry is South Carolina's largest manufacturing sector, employing about 75,000 workers. But this key player in the state's economy is also undergoing its most significant transition in a long time.
As critically important as they make a pivot from the internal combustion engine to the battery electric vehicle, that we be part of that.
Here's how that's playing out. In October 2022, Governor Henry McMaster signed an executive order that prioritizes the recruitment of electric vehicle manufacturers and suppliers to South Carolina. Since then, the state has announced companies in this industry plan to create over 8,000 jobs and invest more than $10 billion into South Carolina operations. Typically, with these announcements, the state also has skin in the game, offering tax credits based on factors like job creation and millions of dollars in grants to offset costs, including infrastructure and site improvements.
Those kind of investments don't get made unless an irreversible trend is being established.
So Secretary of Commerce Harry Lightsey says he's not concerned about recent reductions in electric vehicle production for some manufacturers outside South Carolina.
This transition will occur very gradually over decades. And so we've got a foot in that future.
University of South Carolina research economist Joey Von Nessen says transitioning this industry toward EV production is going to become increasingly important for the state in the coming years.
You have to think about not just the U.S. market, but the global market. And the demand for EVs continues to rise across the world, including in China and in Europe, and to a lesser extent in the United States.
He agrees with Lightsey that the scaling back in EV production is not a cause for concern for South Carolina at this point.
This is a broader readjustment in the economy because remember, as interest rates rise, that makes the cost of borrowing money go up for consumers and makes big ticket items more expensive. And EVs are a luxury good.
But Von Nessen believes long-term projections for electric vehicles to be a significant part of the automotive industry remain on track.
It's just the pace of that expansion that's really uncertain.
Reporting Columbia, I'm Mary Green.
The thousands of new jobs in the EV industry across South Carolina are expected to open as the state is already facing a worker shortage across all industries. Van Nessen says that'll require the state to do more of what it already does well, which is training workers to meet employers' demands.